Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one is kind of important to our family. We have so many crafty, creative people that we need to get our craft room set up. And that used to be in a basement. Isn't as scary as it sounds, but now it's going to be in a room in a garage, which is, I would say, like equal on par with that. Anyway, right now the garage room that we want to use is full of wood, building supplies, paintings, and glass making equipment. So we gotta get those things out of there, get them back to their rightful owners, and start moving our boxes of craft supplies in and organizing. So that's gonna be a bit of a process, but I don't know. I'd say let's get into it. Okay, as you can see, the room is not very big, and we are dealing with a whole lot of unfinished projects here, and that's what a craft room is all about, right? But these are not the projects we want to build in there. So there's a bunch of wood and stuff that we just moved in, and our parents were here before, and they have not been able to grab everything that they want. So step number one is consolidating all of their miscellaneous wood and design projects and pulling them out into the greater garage area. One of the items that's back here is actually an unassembled brand new shed. So that's kind of a big deal that we gotta like get out of here and also maybe make one of these days. The other thing that you probably saw is a whole bunch of framed artwork and paintings and stuff. That is actually ours. We came from a really large house and now we have like 4 walls to decorate. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with all of this stuff. And then on the back, there's a whole bunch of cupboards and such, which housed a lot of my in-laws' glass making supplies. That needs to be taken out and carefully packaged up for them because they want to take that to their new house. But once that's emptied, then I can start thinking about how to utilize the space best for our craft supplies, which are over here, and also crazy. I realize that having a craft room isn't something that a lot of people have, but we've always felt it was important to our family because we have so many that like to create. So building this out first, or relatively first, after the rest of the house was set up, was important so we would have this space to still feel creative even while the rest of the home was still in chaos. Okay, so we've gotten most of the big stuff out. We've even taken up the flooring so we can sweep it out and clean it. We've emptied out the cabinets. The last little bit is probably the most difficult part because it involves actual sheets of stained glass that we need to be oh so careful about moving. So I have a plan for boxing them up with sheets of paper towel. And then we'll get this last little bit out of here, including this beast of a cabinet. And then we can move this cabinet and put it back there. Well, stained glass still needs to be put away. Working on that. It's heavier than I thought, so I couldn't fill the box I wanted to, and I'm gonna have to do smaller boxes. And we just moved the, what do you call that? Cabinet thing, cupboards, words escape me. With his help. That person right there. Aww. Anyway, sweeping for a quick win, and back to the grind of putting that stuff away. If you want to take my... Hey, good morning. So it's been a few days. I was unable to finish what I wanted to get started on Wednesday, so now it is Friday morning, and we're back in the would-be craft room. This is as far as we got last time. I think I was in the midst of packing up all these panels of glass, and as you can see, just lots and lots of things. That should be picked up later today, so that'll be good. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish packing up the glass, which is a slow and steady process. Okay, even as a time lapse, that was boring. This just sucks. But here's the magic. The magic of YouTube is now you see it. Oh man, I'm really bad at this. And poof, it's gone. The magic of no effort YouTube. So Take two. So now the room is basically empty. Sorry, choking on my spit. Oh my gosh, can I even talk? So we have like these, I don't know, they're like these squishy flooring pieces that we had from our basement in the old house, and we thought that might go really well on this floor. So we're gonna try that. Well, the floor is in. I actually thought we would get a little bit more covered than we did. So we had this one random one, but whatever. All we need really is like two more. Get a lot of, almost everything in this area here is craft supplies. So I need to go through here and start bringing craft supplies in. Frankly, we didn't start out our lives with this much craft supplies, but we're here now, ha 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 ha. So here's the problem. If you can't tell the difference, that's because although there was a lot of craft stuff there, it wasn't really as much as I thought. I'm really scared for how much is still here. I can't even tell you how many like full loads piled to the top that we took to the thrift store. Like I think 12, maybe 15. And then on the day we moved, we had a friend and she filled it to the top with stuff. We still wanted to go to the thrift store. And it's kind of stressful because I never thought I was a hoarder, but I'm really feeling the vibe of being a hoarder right now. So a lot of it, I can rest assured, is that it's Christmas stuff. And we had this 4,000 square foot house to decorate for Christmas, and we did. But the rest of it are things that, and there's nothing wrong with these toys. They're totally amazing yet. And they're valuable, and they have memories. And the kids are outside of toy playing range, like they barely touch them. And so, like, we should get rid of them, right? But I don't want to, because when I became a parent, I was able to go through and get so many of my old toys and give them to my children because my parents had never gotten rid of them. So here we are, like this one in particular is cool because it'll be going through like its third generation if we hand it over. And how do you get rid of that? But again, where do you store it? That is the conundrum. But now for the task at hand, working on the craft room. This whole setting up the house is a huge project, but we'll do it one bite at a time. Hey there, oh my goodness, it's like a week later. As you can see, I kind of totally forgot that I was showing you guys the progress of this room. We've moved a bunch of like toys and things in. We've moved this, we've hung up a little bit of the kids' artwork. We've found an extra storage area. So here we are. This is what's left of the boxes. I only emptied like 3 or 4. In addition, we have brought this table back from the other house. And the goal is to clear out some space in this corner here and move that in. And really that's the gist of it. I have to empty out those boxes and we should be looking pretty good actually. The nitty gritty of adding things to the cupboards and stuff like that is not that exciting. Now we need to clean the table. This is a well-loved craft table. This thing has seen things. A lot of paint, a lot of hot glue, permanent markers. Oh my gosh.
That's the second tree I've heard fall.
Oh, the tree literally just fell.
This white one?
Yes. What the heck? Not a big tree, but it was like kind of half, we had a lot of windstorms. And that was weird. So I tried cleaning off the table. That was futile. So it's just gonna stay well loved. And then over here, I'm doing kind of the tedious work of sorting everything. Like for the most part, everything was in order, but so some of the stuff that was in there, it didn't need its own drawer. So I'm combining things, I'm getting rid of things, and relabeling and trying to get it. I mean, we're so close. We're so close. I'm really pleased with the progress, but the quest continues. Come in. Yes. Guys, open up cupboards, explore.
And the windows are.
Yes, it is a nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so there's still space.
Yes, there's still space somehow. American Legion.
Oh my gosh, finally!
Hi. You might remember me from such videos as the one you're watching. For me, it's been 2 months, hence the change in my skin tone. I've been working outside a lot. The craft room has kind of become its own entity, taken on a life of its own. We've added a few more things. I found a couple more boxes of craft supplies, and yeah, we live by a highway. It's in full use, and it's nice to have that room there. Now, you can continue to watch our story unfold on this channel. In fact, the next video is going to show you how this was made. And I don't know what else to say except like and subscribe, my friends. No, can we not? I don't want to say that. That's the worst. It's not even anything. And there we are. I'm done. I'm over it. Like, cut.